Hi, everybody. How's it going today? There, Missy's over here. Everybody's still over here on the live. So, how's everybody doing? So you can't really. Dadgummit. All right. Anyway. So tonight's Urban Legends. How's everybody doing? I gotta get my little princess pin. I say just don't call me late for dinner. Oh, okay. Uncle Junior's over here too. He's on both. Okay. Who all's jumping over to the podcast on the YouTube? What I did was I have the Urban Legends, and this was Bree's idea to do Urban Legends tonight. And she was going to join me. I don't know. She's running a little bit late. So anyway, what I did was I did an urban legend from every state, and I'm going to try to move through them pretty quickly because there's a lot. This was a lot of writing and shit. It's a lot. So, there's a lot, and there's actually a couple places. Let's see. There's a new place that I'm wanting to go to. Oh, there's Bree coming in. Hold on. Let me get my headphones on now. Hold on. There we go. Oh. We'll welcome Bree in.
But for my child.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
With that beautiful hair. She got some beautiful ass hair, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I did nothing except take my braid out.
Well, it looks wavy, and I love it when I have the braid wave in there. But my hair doesn't hold curl at all. So within 30 minutes, it's straight again.
I got naturally curly.
It must be nice.
It has its perks, except when it's humid.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that. So, for anybody, newcomers, I got a new sign. And it says, "Welcome to the shit show. Hope you brought alcohol."
Did.
Freaking love it. Oh, yes. Me too, girl. Me too. Tonight, I am having my vodka happy juice with 7-Up and a lime.
Ooh, yum, yum.
It is so refreshing. So good. So I was just telling them when you came in that I did the Urban Legends tonight, and I did one from each state. So there is a lot to cover. Because there's a fucking lot of states.
There's 50? Which is a lot.
That's pretty bad when both of us are questioning. There's 50 states, right?
49. It's somewhere in that ballpark.
You can be a shit show supervisor. And I saw those shirts somewhere, and I almost got them.
Which
the shit show supervisor? Oh my God, that's hilarious. And I did get 2 new Screech items in the merch. Did I send those to you? Did I show them to you?
You haven't yet. No, we haven't.
I did not. I will send them to you and let you see them. I thought they turned out pretty dang good, but Screech is just so fucking cute.
He is. Oh, I want to give him little nose boops and kisses.
I went out and laid with him today, and I probably was taking a nap out there with him and Ivy because it was cool outside and I wasn't burning up. and I like almost fell asleep out there with him, and he just was laying right up with his nose snuggled under my face. I was like, this is the life.
That is. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
All right, so I'm going to get started, and we're going to get started with the states. We're going to start with Alabama. This is in alphabetical order. So in Alabama, there's a place called Hell's Gate Bridge. It started from the 1950s. A couple somehow drove their car off the bridge and they both drowned. Now there's two legends to this bridge. One, you drive to the middle of the bridge and turn your lights off, and the couple will appear in your car and will leave wet spots on your seat.
Okay.
That would freak me out a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
The second one is people believe that if you drive over the bridge and look over your shoulder halfway through, the scenery behind you will turn into a portal to hell, engulfed in flames.
I think I'd believe the first one more.
I do too. It says today the bridge is old and unstable and no cars are allowed to drive over it. So neither one of them can happen, I guess.
Oh.
Right?
That's the worst, man.
In Alaska, the Kushtaka, and I tell y'all all the time, bear with me and don't come at me if I say something wrong, if I don't pronounce it correctly.
It's okay.
The Kushtaka of the Alaskan Triangle. So everybody knows of the Bermuda Triangle, but probably not about the Alaska one. 5 out of every 1,000 people go missing, according to LA Times. So if it's not supernatural, then their dumbasses are just lost.
Do you believe it?
The Tlingit Indian tribe who live in Juneau have their own explanation. Evil spirits are called Kushtaka. They are said to be shapeshifters, half human and half otter. I don't know. Anyway, they lured women and children to the water with fake cries in order to steal their souls by drowning them.
Otter people.
I don't know if I believe in the otter people.
Otter people. I mean, if the water's cold, are they considered otter pops?
Oh God, here we go. Moving on to Arizona, the Slaughterhouse Canyon. I already don't like the sound of that. During the 1800s, a very poor family lived there. The dad would venture out in search of food, but one day he did not return. So his family slowly starved and descended into madness. Mom was unable to bear the kids. She couldn't bear the kids crying anymore. She put on her wedding dress and murdered her children and then threw them in the river. The next day, she died herself from starvation. The story is, if you go to the canyon at night, you will hear the loud cries of the mom and the children.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
You know, I'd probably want to go there and just try to bring them up on the voice box and, try to find out. Maybe they aren't crossed over. Maybe we could help them cross over or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now in Arkansas, it's called the Boggy Creek Monster. All right, everybody knows I already don't believe that, but I don't believe in the Bigfoot or the Sasquatch. Everybody knows I don't believe in him. I've made that clear. But apparently he's 7 to 8 feet tall, covered in long hair. He roams the creeks and was first spotted in 1834. People still claim to see him today and has been the subject of 5 different films, including the 1972's The Legend of Boggy Creek. Didn't see it.
I haven't. I've never even heard of it.
I don't think I have either.
Boggy Creek.
Yeah, but I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Yeah, no.
I don't believe in shapeshifters. I don't believe in Bigfoot, and I don't believe in UFOs.
Okay.
It'd be different if I saw one for myself in person, but I never have. If there was a Bigfoot out there, somebody somewhere would have either killed one or found one dead or something.
Yeah, how's this mofo been alive for so dang long?
Yes, Spirit Stalker, they probably do. So I just feel like Bigfoot doesn't. I just feel like he's not there.
I don't know.
So in California, it's called the Char Man. It's a father and son, both caught in a house fire and horribly burnt in 1948. Afterwards, the son became so mentally unstable and killed his father. I guess they survived this fire. When the police finally found the son, they thought he was dead because his burns were so horrible. So they left him laying there. He got up and ran away before they realized he was alive and had committed the murder. The story is, ever since then, Charman can be seen wandering the woods in Ojai. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ojai.
Ojai. Oh.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Okay. He will sometimes approach the tents of campers or pretend to be a hitchhiker and then attempt to attack them.
Okay, cool.
So I don't know if he's still alive or this is his spirit that still looks burnt.
Okay,
Where's Boggy Creek? Oh, because it's Arkansas. I got you. Yeah. See, that's more believable than Bigfoot.
Yeah. I mean, in my hometown in California, we have a night crawler that people catch on their videos, and it only hangs out like in the rural areas, the farm area.
And night, is that considered like a shapeshifter or the?
No, they're just these little alien looking night crawlery things.
Wow.
They have on YouTube. People posted videos on YouTube, but whether they're real or not, who knows?
I don't know. To me, I think people want views, and a lot of these Bigfoot things, they never. If you ever notice when people see a Bigfoot, they're moving around or they can't focus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just not. I think it's somebody in a suit.
It has to be.
Anyway, in Colorado, it's called Riverdale Road, and it's the site of 8 creepy stories, ranging from a hell gate to ghosts of slaves hanging from the trees. The entire road is spooky. The creepiest, though, is of the phantom jogger. One day it said a driver hit a jogger, got scared, and left him there to die. Now it said if you park at the crash site, you'll hear disembodied footsteps getting closer and closer to your car, like, the jogging feet.
Mm-hmm.
People have recorded handprints on their windows and banging noises as if someone was kicking their car. That would probably freak me out a little bit.
That would scare me. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now in Connecticut, it's Hannah Crema. also known as the Wicked Witch of Monroe. In the 19th century, her husband died by mysterious falling from a cliff. Locals believed that she had put a spell on him, causing him to jump. Right, Uncle Junior? I'm telling you, that's what people do. I'm telling you. She was also known to spell people if she didn't like them. She lived to 77 years old. Right before she died, she asked to be carried down to the cemetery by foot, not by wagon. She died, and they were trying to wheel her coffin down the hill on a wagon, but they were unable. The coffin kept falling off, so she had to be carried. See, that I believe. When the people returned to her house after she was taken to the cemetery, it was engulfed in flames, sealing her witchcraft reputation. You can still visit her real grave in Trumbull.
Okay. All right, Miss Ma'am.
I would go visit that grave for sure.
Yeah.
If I was in Connecticut.
There's something about graveyards, though. They're just soothing.
Yep. Graveyards, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when it's chilly out. Oh, yeah, that's the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right. In Delaware, the ghost of Mr. Chew. Chew was the Chief Justice of Delaware Supreme Court in 1741. As the story goes, while he was alive, he wasn't always respected. People made fun of him, his name, and acted frightened when he walked by. After he died, people said they saw his ghost sitting under a poplar tree, wandering the courthouse and just creeping people out. He would also, I don't know what that means. I don't know where he would also wear coattails, right? Coattails.
Mm-hmm.
And give women the chills. Yeah, with a full moon. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's creepy.
Has there ever been a full moon on Halloween?
Wasn't there one last year? Or
I don't remember.
I don't either. I had the flu.
I'm not sure when the last time the Halloween was a full moon. I have to look that up. I'm not sure. Okay, so in Florida, now I've heard people go here and they say that it works, but I just don't believe it. I would like to go and find out for myself. It said that the cars parked in a neutral will appear to roll uphill. Legend says the hill is either the site of a Native American burial ground or from an epic battle of a Native American chief once against a crocodile. The truth is, it's actually just an illusion created by the surroundings. While it appears to be rolling uphill, you're still just rolling downhill.
Huh.
Like, that just sounds weird.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I'll have to look up where Spook Hill is. Probably nowhere near me since I'm way the hell up here at the top. Because I'm only 10 miles from Georgia.
Oh yeah, you're barely Florida.
Yeah. Georgia. Ghost town of Lake Lanier. At the bottom of the lake lies almost fully intact towns, ferries, a racetrack, and multiple cemeteries. In 1946, they abandoned this place and let it be covered up by the lake rising. Now the lake has an eerie feeling. There's been a number of freak accidents and deaths on the lake, and they say it's about 17 deaths on this lake per year.
I'm curious.
People that have swam there said they felt like arm and legs were wrapping around them in the water, but never found anyone around them. We're in Florida. It's Spook Hill. Look up Spook Hill in Florida, Terry, because I don't know where that is. It's probably way over. There's no telling. It's probably at least 3 or more hours away from me. In Hawaii, they have night marchers. Apparently, they're not evil, but they demand respect. There are spirits of ancient Hawaiian warriors who march around to protect the sacred areas. The legend says if you look directly at a marcher, you will be marked for death. And if you happen to find yourself in the middle of a procession, you are to lie down in the middle of the road.
Oh, okay. I wonder what island that's on.
Yeah, it doesn't say. I wrote down exactly what I found about it. So, was in 2020. Okay. Oh, 17. Okay. So we're talking about urban legends tonight. Diet Coke head, whoever you are. And apparently in Georgia, there's a ghost town of Lake Lanier, and they have about 17 deaths there per year. So that's what that meant. So I don't know. Like, do you know? I guess you know what these night marchers look like. Why would you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they see-through like Casper? Like, how do you know that you're actually seeing a night marcher?
Well, there's a lot of military installations on Oahu, so it's kind of like, well, how do you know they're night marchers and not just like a bunch of soldiers or people on a rucksack, like a ruck march or something? And then you're lying in the road and you're like, what's this crazy person doing?
I know. You think
Like,
you think you're laying down to get out of this procession that's fake, but it's really a real one, and you're getting
right. Like, well, we can't
That's
stop.
funny. All right, in Idaho, they're called water babies. Water babies of Massacre Rocks. Legend says the Shoshone tribe was first recorded in 1805. They experienced an extreme famine, and mothers were forced to drown their babies in the river rather than see them starve. People say if you sit there quietly today, you'll hear the babies crying. People say that the baby spirits attempt to lure mothers to the river to their death as revenge.
Okay. I don't know words for that one.
Illinois there's Homie the Clown. In the 1990s, there was a creepy man seen wandering around the elementary schools dressed as Homie the Clown from In Living Color.
Homie, don't play that.
Driving a white van and luring kids into it with candy. Some stories say he's a kidnapper, and other stories say he's a rapist, but people fear Homie here.
How messed up do you have to be like, I'm going to dress up like a clown and hurt people?
I used to like In Living Color, if you remember that show.
I do. Homie, don't play that.
Yeah, Homie, don't play that.
Used to say.
Where is Lake Wales, Terry? I don't even know where Lake Wales is. I've heard of Lake Wales. It's W-A-L-E. All right, in Indiana, 100 Steps Cemetery. I wouldn't want to go to this cemetery, to tell you. Okay, located in the town of Brazil. There's a Brazil, Indiana. And it's back from the 1800s. Legend states if someone finds themselves in the cemetery at midnight, they must climb the steps and count to 100. At this point, the ghost of an undertaker will appear and show the person a vision of their death. On the way back down, you have to count the steps again. If they count the same amount, the vision was false. People who have visited there said they attempted to fool the spirits by completely avoiding the steps, but they reported that they were knocked or shoved to the ground by an unseen force.
Ooh.
Ah.
That sounds interesting. I don't think I'd want to.
Uncle Junior, what would it take to get you into a van now? You silly. Me is what made two. Okay, so that's about 4 hours from me then. I gotta sneeze. Hold on, it's coming. I told y'all my allergies. Excuse me. Hold on. Now my eyes are watering. Oh, these allergies are killing me. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. My eyes are watering like crazy now. I have been doing this for 2 flipping weeks, y'all. So anyway, I wouldn't want to go to that cemetery there. Free
You wouldn't want to
fuse,
see
ammo,
like
alcohol.
a vision.
I got it.
Okay.
Of what?
You wouldn't want to see like a vision of how you might die.
No. Nope. Would you?
No.
No, I
like
wouldn't. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to see the future. I wouldn't want to see a vision of my death. I wouldn't want to see when I die or how I die, or I wouldn't want to see any of that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering so bad. Okay, so in Iowa, the Black Angel, she stands over 8 feet tall in the Oakland Cemetery and is black due to oxidation. One legend says that a pregnant woman should never walk under her or she will lose her baby.
Ooh.
I'm surprised I'm not already dead from that. Others say that if you touch or kiss the statue, you'll die within 6 months.
I don't think
I wouldn't be her either. I mean, I ain't got to worry about being pregnant, I'll tell you that. So, but I damn sure wouldn't touch her. I know the cemetery here by me, it's a spooky ass cemetery, let me tell you.
Ooh.
Yeah. In Kansas, they have the Devil's Chair. Now, legend says an old farmer in Alma refused to sell his land to the city to buy a new cemetery, to build a new cemetery. People were tired of waiting, and someone pushed the farmer into his own well.
Oh.
Eventually, it was said a horrible smell was coming from the well, so it was boarded up. They didn't go get him out. They boarded it up. Today, if you go there, you can see and sit on the well, but it's been said that people that have sat on it mysteriously end up missing.
Let's go find out. Alma's not that far from me.
Cassadaga has a Devil's Chair? Huh. I think that's actually the Devil's Chair that Patty went to. That I didn't go to Cassadaga. But I believe Patty has it in her videos that she went to the Devil's Chair, and I believe she went with her daughter. And I think she tried to run the voice box and the REM pod there, but nothing was happening there, I don't think. I can't remember exactly. I could be wrong. Oh, you sat in it. Oh, well, that's cool. I've never been to Casadega, so I've been wanting to go there. Okay. In Kentucky, there's the goat man of Pope Lick. The Pope licked what?
That ain't redneck shit. What is?
Still not sure how this came to be. Some say he was a circus performer. Others say he was a farmer who tortured his goats for Satan. But all who has seen him all say he has dark fur, pale skin, goat legs, and horns. It's said that he hides under the bridge at Pope Lick Creek in Louisville to lure people onto the train tracks to watch them get hit. Sadly, in 2016, an Ohio woman fell to her death from the bridge while searching for him.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck on. Oh, cool. You have a small town called Toad Liquor? Oh my God. That's hysterical. Hi, Kibby. Lick, not liquor. Toad Lick. And this is Pope Lick. Kibby. Silly ass. Oh my God, y'all. Forgive my nose and my eyes watering. All right. In Louisiana, they have a thing called the Grunch. It's an old dirt road that leads deep into the woods with a dead end. It's rumored to be a group of deformed, half human, half monsters that resulted from years of isolation. Today, if you find yourself on Grunch Road, don't get out of your car to check out an injured goat. They will use goats to lure people out of their cars so they can attack, eat, and drain their blood.
Why don't they just attack the goats?
I wouldn't be driving on that fucking road.
You have an ample supply of goats. I mean,
God. In Maine, the stain of Colonel Jonathan Buck's tomb. Story goes that Buck sentenced a woman to burn for witchcraft. And while she was burning, her leg rolled out of the fire. It said that she cursed him, and his tomb will always bear his leg-shaped stain. And people have tried to clean it, but it always reappears.
all right.
That could be a podcast. That could be a podcast. Yes, Strange Town's name. Yeah, let me write that down. Hold on.
I'm getting abused by a
There's
toddler.
a place. There's a town in Florida called Two Eggs. Two Eggs, Florida.
Please make an omelet.
She put her right foot in and her right foot out, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. This has just got to stop. I've been taking Alka-Seltzer and fucking Benadryl and nothing's working. Nothing is stopping this mess. Okay. In Maryland, Chessie the Chesapeake Bay monster. Chessie sightings have been around since the 30s, and Chessie is said to resemble a 30-foot snake and about as thick as a telephone pole. I already know your issues, Kibby. Only photos have been taken and no attacks have ever been reported.
Photos have been. Wait, what?
Apparently, only photos of this thing has been taken. Only photos, no videos, and no attacks have ever been reported.
Okay.
If you shake a beer can by making a circle, it will not explode. Really? I don't. Okay. In Massachusetts, the Spirit of Hoosac Tunnel took 24 months to build, and over 200 men died building it. After a gruesome explosion in 1868, 13 miners were trapped inside this tunnel. The other miners thought they died, but eventually learned that they had survived. They built a raft to combat flooding, but eventually died due to poisonous gases.
That's sad.
It's said that the 13 spirits show themselves and they still moan. That's sad.
That is sad.
So they got left there because the other people thought they were dead and they were still alive and they tried to survive, but the gases killed them. That's terrible.
What a way to go, man.
Right? Well, it's better than some ways, I guess. I'd rather breathe gases and die that way and instead of some ways I've heard of people going.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now in Michigan, a little girl on Knock Knock Road. Legend is a little girl was murdered and dumped on that road and it's around the Detroit area. It said she will approach vehicles and knock on their windows trying to find the person who killed her.
Wow.
Now, how do they know? How do they know that that's what she's looking for?
I mean, she could just be like, "Oh, I want some candy," or like, "Does anyone got it?"
Like, how do they know that that's who she's searching for? Like, how do they know?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying is how do they know? I don't know. In Minnesota, Kensington Roanstone. In 1898, a Swedish American farmer found a gigantic slab of rock on his farm. I didn't mean to say cock. The R looked like a C.
Oh.
Excuse me. Oh shit. Okay. He found a gigantic slab of rock on his farm that had Norse symbols on it. Nobody has ever figured out where it came from. People think it was the Vikings, but nobody knows what it says.
I've heard that. I've heard about that.
Did I say on his fart? Did I really? On his farm and rock.
We got some cocks on a fart.
Oh dear Lord. Oh, it's been a night. Let me tell you. I wish these allergies would stop it. Okay. In Mississippi, the Crooked Letter State, Deer Island's haunted treasure. And this originates from an old pirate story. Back in the 1920s, two men were fishing when they heard rustling in the bushes that they thought were hogs. When they went to see, it was a headless skeleton laying there. They ran back to their boat, but when they turned around, the skeleton was laying right behind them. It followed them. Apparently, there was a ship that sailed into Biloxi Bay, and the pirates buried their treasure there. The crew decided to behead one of their own to deter people, and they wanted to leave the body there to guard the treasure, but no head.
Why was no head?
Because I guess people seeing a body with no head would be like, oh shit, they're going to behead. We're going to get beheaded if we try to steal it.
That's true. Yeah. Intimidation factor.
I guess. In Missouri, they have Momo the monster. It's a Bigfoot. It's been said that he has terrible body odor, a pumpkin-shaped head, and loves to eat dogs.
I think that could account for like a lot of people's exes. I'm just saying.
That to me sounds just like a big orangutan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go with that. Does Momo wear a muumuu? He probably could. He might if he gets cold, though.
The viral creepy thing, Momo, a while ago.
Kibby, if I got a bag of gummy dicks for Christmas, I would sit here on my podcast and eat them. Just for everybody to watch me eat the bag of dicks that I got for Christmas. In Montana. Well, you're the one that said it. I was just going. Okay. In Montana, the Sacrifice Cliff. The story comes from an old Indian legend. 2 members of the Crow tribe returned from a trip to find that almost everyone was infected with smallpox and died. Being heartbroken about their families being dead, they blindfolded their horses and rode off the cliff to join them on the other side. You can see this cliff from almost everywhere in Billings. All these people in here better not be putting that little hand up thing for me to be eating that. Okay, so in Nebraska, a poisoned girl at Centennial Hall. People claim there are several ghosts there to this day. The creepiest, it's just you, Kibby. The creepiest originates from the 1940s when it was a high school. Story says a student was playing her clarinet and had a heart attack and died because her reed had been poisoned. Now, who walks around with poison and just puts it on their wooden reeds? Uncle Junior. People say there are cold spots, disembodied voices, clarinets, music playing, and rocking chairs rock by themselves. I would actually go to this school or this Centennial. I would go there.
There's a legend like that in my high school growing up. I went to high school, and the auditorium was from the 1920s, and supposedly a kid was walking across the catwalk of the auditorium stage and fell and died. Chester or something. I'll try to find a story and give it to you, but that whole auditorium just gave me the heebie-jeebies being
and this was where, in California?
In Fresno, yeah.
Oh, shit. Ugh.
Yeah.
I would go there. I would go there too, and I would try to ghost hunt.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
In Nevada, the truth about Area 51. Huh. Everybody's always wondered about Area 51. Legend is it's a mysterious government facility that's rumored to associate aliens. U.S. government officially states that Area 51 is classified due to national security.
I mean, now that they're saying aliens exist, why not open it up to the public?
Yeah, they say still nobody knows for sure what's actually going on there because nobody will ever admit it. I'm pretty sure the people that work there have to sign a thing that they won't ever talk about it.
Probably, yeah.
Hey, Sonia. Or it's military. And they're not allowed to talk about that stuff anyway.
Mm-mm.
He was just a dolphin swimming in the sea with the dolphin friend.
Ignore him. Just
Pardon?
ignore him. That's my son.
Oh. Are you talking? What are you talking about? Nemo?
There's a song or a legend of a dolphin. He's half dolphin, half man.
Oh God!
So
We've
there's
had a lot of
song
half people going on tonight.
Yeah. Oh, chubs.
Oh, well, give him puppy cuddles. Okay, so in New Hampshire, there's the Witch of Hampton. Eunice Goody Cole is the only female there that was to ever be tried for witchcraft, and multiple times. When she died, it's rumored that the townspeople staked her through the heart to prevent her from haunting the town. There have been some horrible misfortunes, though, and they state that it's her and that the stake in her heart didn't work. It's causing people to drown in shallow water and cursing cars to make them crash or run off the cliff. Now, there's a place where I grew up in West Palm Beach. And it's actually down on the island of Palm Beach, down by Trump's house.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big sharp curve, but if you go straight, you're going off the cliff.
Oh.
Into the Intracoastal.
Oh, okay.
So, and the thing is, when you're driving on this long road, it's it's just big stones that you're driving through. And then as you're driving, you'll see like this jail cell. It's just like a jail cell there, but it's actually a tunnel that goes up to this house that's on the top of this hill. And apparently that was a witch that lived there, and she would curse certain cars, and cars have been found in the water down there.
It's like, that one's too loud.
Yeah, see, now that would be a horrible way to die.
Yeah. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Drowned in your car. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think Area 51 is super sketchy. Yeah. So in New Jersey, it's the Jersey Devil. This has been around since the 1700s. This legend says a woman named Mother Leeds became pregnant with her 13th child and said, "Let this one be the devil." Once it was born, it had hooves, horns, a tail, and it grew wings.
Adorable.
See, this to me is not okay. It's said that still today you can periodically spot it. It's so embraced, they name their hockey team after it. The Jersey Devils, I guess.
Oh, good.
No. To me, that one's unbelievable. That one I do not believe. Being a ghost hunter, there's things I believe, but that I don't. Good night, Terry.
Good night, Terry. Yeah.
In New York, there's a thing called cropsy. It iterations, but tells the story of a man who stalked psychiatric hospital, had a hook for a hand, and killed the children who would wander at night by themselves. I don't believe that either. There was a documentary stating that Cropsey was actually a convicted child kidnapper named Andre Rand. Okay, well, if I don't believe the hook hand. Maybe it's a fake hand or something. I don't believe somebody's got a hook.
No, maybe like a prosthetic,
Maybe a fake hand, like something like that. Now, back in the day when they had Captain Hook and he had the hook for his hand or whatever, I don't even know if that's fucking believable.
True.
There's things that just push it on the edge.
Yeah. Seriously.
For me.
That's
what I'm thinking. He maybe had a fake hand. And, sitting around a fire, they made it into a hook or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Possibly.
In North Carolina, they have the Beast of Bladdenboro. In the 50s, a bunch of dogs were found dead. People believed there was a vampire beast and they hunted it but never found it. Today, people still hold a Beast Fest every year to embrace the history. Some people believe it was a large bobcat, but it's never been confirmed.
Okay. That's slightly believable, like an oversized.
Yeah.
I mean,
It could have been wolves. It could have been like a big bobcat, or, it depends on where they're at in North Carolina. I don't think there's tigers and shit roaming free there.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, tigers are fairly exotic.
Yeah. All right. Well, in North Dakota, they have a White Lady Lane. The legend says a young woman became pregnant out of wedlock, and her religious parents forced her to marry the father. The baby ended up dying after their wedding. The girl was so upset about the baby's death and the marriage, she hanged herself from a bridge in her wedding dress. Now, see, this is completely believable to me.
Yeah.
Locals claim you can still see her hanging there sometimes if you get there at the right time, or I don't know. Apparently a couple people have seen her there.
That's wild.
I'd go there and try to see her.
I wonder what time.
What town?
What time?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to Google it and maybe I could find out some more.
Yeah.
In Ohio, they have the Werewolf of Defiance. The summer of 1972, the people claimed they were being terrorized by a werewolf. Sightings always happened at night, usually by the train tracks. A couple women said it came to their house and was shaking their doorknobs. Said it was huge and hairy. After that summer, it disappeared and has never been seen again.
Huh. So it's short-lived terror.
That sounds like a homeless people that were trying to break in.
Yeah. Right.
In Oklahoma, the Shaman's Portal. It occurs in the Beaver Dunes Park. It is an old Indian burial grounds, which is why it's called the Shaman's Portal. It's also known as the Oklahoma's Bermuda Triangle. Mysterious things happen there to this day. People have gone missing from there. People claim a UFO landed there. In the 90s, the soil came back abnormal.
It's probably all the mess they cook out there. Like, honestly.
They cook stuff?
All the meth.
Oh, the meth.
Oklahoma's horrible for that, man. The whole town smells like ammonia.
Yeah, Bree has a 1-year-old there with her.
Yeah, she's attacking me.
In Oregon, Bandage Man of Cannon Beach. Basically, he looks like a mummy. He's rumored to be the ghost of a logger who died in a sawmill accident and now terrorizes people who hang out at the deserted area. It's near this one highway near the beach. It doesn't say the name of the highway. He will knock on your car windows and try to get in your car. He will leave handprints on your car, and he smells really bad.
It's like my husband.
In Pennsylvania.
Moving on.
Yeah, we are going to do that. Yeah, Pennsylvania. It's called the Bus to Nowhere. See, this one I don't believe. This one I don't believe at all. When it picks up a passenger, they lose track of time. When they get off the bus, they've been gone for an unknown amount of time, a week, a month. Some said a few days to several months. I don't believe that. What's that movie? There's a movie that does that where you get on it and it's like a month. Oh no, it's I watch it. Hold on, we're waiting for a new season. When the hell's the name of it? Where they got on a plane and they landed the plane and they thought they were only on the, but it was 5 years later or something. And the girl's a cop, and she was engaged to another cop, but it was 5 years later, and he was engaged to her best friend. What's the name of that damn show? We're waiting for season, I think season 6 is coming up. Nobody watches that show?
I don't get to watch TV.
No, it's not Tom Hanks. No. No, this is a series. This is a TV series. It's not a movie. The Tom Hanks one was where he landed on that island and was gone for what, 15 years, and he finally got saved from there. What the fuck was the name of that movie even? Jesus, I can't remember shit. Dang, look at that big old piece. What kind of pizza is that? Wilson, Castaway. Yes.
Just Marco's Pizza.
That looks good.
Extra cheese.
Anyway, I can't think of the name of the damn show. Anyway, it's a good show. Okay, in Rhode Island, the Devil's Footprints. There's a rock on the Devil's Foot Road that appears to show a normal human footprint and a cloven hoof. The story says an Indian woman murdered a white man and fled the scene. While running, another man stopped her. She cried out for the devil to save her, and then he told her he was the devil and stomped his foot on the ground to prove he had the cloven hoof, which made the imprint.
Okay.
That one is just a little bit over the edge for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there.
But hey, some people believe it, and props to you. I'm just giving my opinion on. That's just a little bit over the edge for me to believe. Okay, in South Carolina, the death of Julia Ligari In the 1800s, the Lagares were a well-to-do family. The daughter Julia got very sick and was pronounced dead and was buried inside their family's mausoleum. Years later, another family member passed away, and they opened the mausoleum to put their remains in there, and Julia's remains were found outside of her coffin. Now, the story says that Julia was only in a coma when they thought she was dead and woke up after she was placed there. She escaped her coffin but died of starvation.
That's terrifying. Being buried alive, that would be a horrible way to go.
Could you imagine? No, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Imagine how scared you would be.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, since it was open, her remains were found. The mausoleum's door will not stay closed. Several different doors have been replaced, but it always found open. People believe that her spirit will not let the door close. She doesn't want to be enclosed in there anymore.
I don't blame her.
But that is a story I believe.
Mm-hmm.
That is so much more believable. So South Dakota, Walking Sam and the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, reported to be over 7 feet tall and very slim. Walking Sam appears on the streets of Pine Ridge Indian Reservation at night. He tries to get people to commit suicide. There were 103 suicide attempts between December 2014 and May 2015.
That's terrifying.
See, now I heard about that, about the bells on the. I've heard about where they put the bells, and if they're not dead and they wake up, they can start ringing the bell. I heard that. I've heard of the Slender Man story, and there's a murder case with three teenage girls, but the two teenage girls, there was 3 of them that was best friends, but the one made the other 2 mad, and the other 2 took the girl out and stabbed her to death. And they said that it was the Slender Man that told them to do it. Y'all heard about this case? Mm-hmm. I've seen the documentary, the Slender Man documentary. Yeah.
Kids are so stupid.
That's what that reminds me of, though, is the Slender Man. But I think I can't remember. I'd have to watch it again. It's been a while, but I can't remember if the Slender Man came to them just on like the TV or in their dreams. Or some, I can't remember how it gets to them, but all right. In Tennessee, we're getting there. Pine Haven School, located in Jamestown. It's now abandoned and said super haunted. Legend is a boy was cornered by a group of bullies in the bathroom and was shoved into a mirror, which shattered. He was so cut up, the boy bled to death, apparently. To avoid getting caught, the bullies buried him under the floorboards of this school. If you go there, people say you can see the reflection of the boy in the mirrors.
I don't know about the reflection part, but I could believe something like that.
Well, if the mirror's fucking shattered, how do you see his reflection in it? That's what I want to know.
Touche.
I mean, it says that he was so cut up from the mirror being shattered. How do you see his reflection in a shattered mirror?
Unless they replaced the mirror, but
I guess they could have replaced the mirror since then. I guess. Okay.
still, even then, that seems like a stretch.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, see, that one sounds like, yeah, that one's a little bit over the edge for me.
Hmm.
What's a 10 feet cow?
They need to stop.
In Texas, the Candy Lady. Story says in the early 1900s, children started going missing, and residents blamed the Candy Lady. She would go leave candy on the kids' windowsills and write them little notes to lure them out of their houses for more candy. A farmer said he found a child's body on his farm. The body had rotten teeth, and the pockets were filled with candy. People claim that her name was Clara Crane.
If it's
I'd have
real,
to Google that. Nah, that's another one that's a little bit over the edge for me. I don't know.
yeah.
In Utah, it's the Petrified Forest. It's illegal to take anything from the Escalante Petrified Forest State Park.
Okay.
The legend says if anyone takes pieces of the petrified wood from the park, they will be cursed with bad luck, sickness, or death. The park manager, Kendall Farnsworth, says in 2014 that he got over a dozen packages every year containing pieces of wood that people had taken with apology letters that detailed their misfortunes.
Oh, that's kind of eerie.
That's very creepy. I wouldn't, I don't know if I would want to take a piece of wood or a rock or, you know what I mean? Like, what's the, oh my God.
I don't know. People are weird.
In Vermont, frozen people found written in a diary in the late 1800s. Legend is of the hibernating old people recount the tale of a poor family outside of Montpelier. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Who couldn't afford to feed or clothe the oldest members of their family. They would freeze and bury them during the winter. But when spring came, they would thaw out and they would be fine.
No.
No, this is way over the edge. I don't believe this one at all. Not at all. Now in Virginia, there's the Bunny Man, not the Boogeyman, the Bunny Man. This starts in an insane asylum. Shocker. The locals were so upset about the asylum, they wanted it shut down. The patients were being moved on a bus that crashed, and the police were able to get all the patients but one. The Bunny Man is what they named him. And the story says he lived in the woods and sustained himself on woodland creatures like bunnies, but eventually started attacking humans. Some people reported being attacked by a man with a hatchet. Other people said you could see a bright light in the woods, and if you went to see what it was, he would kill you and string you over the bridge.
No thanks.
I ain't going off in the woods just to be like, hey, let's go see what that light is.
Who would do that?
Kids sneaking out of the house. Ooh, let's go see what this is over here, you dumbasses.
Yeah, no.
All right, we're getting to the end here. Washington, Bigfoot.
No.
Apparently, he's been spotted all over the country, but mostly in Washington state. He's known to be a giant ape-like creature that attacks loggers and hikers and has BO. I took a brick from an old hotel in Tennessee, but later felt bad that I did. That's when I got back home. Yeah, but I mean, did bad things happen to you? I understand you felt bad for taking a brick, but did bad things happen because you took it? Like, did you get sick? You know what I mean? Like, it's saying that if you took these pieces of petrified wood, bad things would happen to the person. So you just felt bad? Did you send it back? Or did bad things happen to you and did you send it back even? I don't even know. So we all know how I feel about the Washington one.
Yeah.
And I have heard of this one before. Not quite sure that I believe it. No bad things, just felt bad. I got you. Did you send it back or did you just get rid of it? West Virginia, the Mothman. In 1966, people said they were visited by an insectoid flying creature with bright red eyes and resemble a huge moth. He is spotted still in Point Pleasant, along with shining lights. Point Pleasant has embraced this creature, erected a statue, and creating a museum. They are even having a festival after him. In 2002, The Mothman Prophecies, a movie starring Richard Gere, was released. I've heard of The Mothman Prophecies, never watched it.
I've never heard of Mothman before.
Really?
Never
Oh, I've heard of people talking, and then I've heard that there is a road in this one state. It's like way up there too, where it gets cold as shit. That on this one road, you can be driving along the road, and there's like a big black. It looks like a wolf, but it's bigger than a wolf. But he's dog-like, and he runs like a dog, and he chases the car, and he's got these red light-up eyes. Don't believe that either.
No. I mean, I bet Mothman is just someone's hillbilly uncle pretending to be like the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Now in Wisconsin, it's called Boy Scout Lane. Unknown exactly, but a bus full of Boy Scouts were dead in the road. Some say a bus crash with no survivors. Others say they were murdered by their bus driver. Visitors today say they still see flashes of bodies hanging in the trees, and they feel like they're being watched, and they can find little child handprints at places.
Maybe.
I guess, I mean, they could have been murdered by the bus driver. I mean, it doesn't say, was the bus driver missing? It doesn't say. Like, if all the kids were there with the bus and all the kids were dead, but the bus driver's gone, now that could be a very good possibility.
Yeah, true.
But it doesn't say if the bus driver was gone. You heard of that one?
What are your thoughts on it, Sonia?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on it, Sonia? And Uncle Junior, I do remember the Hendersons, and I used to love that show. Harry and the Hendersons, that's right. Harry and the Hendersons. Y'all remember that show?
I do.
Where they had a Bigfoot living in their house? That was so funny. I'm trying to think of that other show I liked. And it's of the dinosaurs, and the baby would sit there in the high chair going, "Love to mama."
Dinosaurs. So it's called the Dinosaurs. Yeah.
What was it called?
Dinosaurs.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
I used to watch that show all the time.
Mm-hmm.
TGI Friday.
Yeah. So the last one is Wyoming. This one is called the Devil's Tower. It's Native Indian. I'm sorry.
I've seen it. It's beautiful.
Have you?
Yeah.
Native Indian stories say a large group of Cheyenne girls were attacked and killed by a bear there. 2 escaped and found help from 2 boys who convinced the girls to act as bait to try to get the bear to come there, and they would kill the bear. They climbed to the top of the tower and the bear tried to follow. The bear gave up though and slid back down, leaving scratches all the way down.
It's a beautiful piece of rock, whether I believe that or
Really?
not. But
Did you get any feelings or anything when you were there?
not really.
No.
I might have pictures I can send you, but no.
Ooh.
I mean, it's giant. So the bear would have to be the size of a dinosaur, to be completely honest. It's
yeah.
massive. That's the only thing that gets me about it is like, it'd have to be one hell of a bear.
You'd have to look it up again, but I believe the bus driver had a medical issue and lost control. Okay, but what I'm saying is, was the bus driver found dead as well? Or did he get saved and left the kids all there? Like, how would the story come there? There was 2 stories. Where was it? Why would they say that they were all murdered by their bus driver? So that's what I'm saying. If the bus driver maybe was saved and people thought that he murdered them. Yeah, it doesn't say when it took place. Yeah, I didn't have when it took place. I don't know. It had to be weird enough for people to start a story of the bus driver murdered them all.
Yeah.
Because if it was just a crash, how were their kids hanging in the trees unless they had just fallen out? Now, I have seen that on the side of I-75. People lost control and went into the trees, but they got ejected. And I saw there was somebody up in the tree laying there dead. Always look up. We always have to look up.
That's horrible.
Yeah. That's, well.
Missy, I often feel that way. Driving a minivan full of kids.
So that's all I have for the urban legends. That's all I got. I did one from each state.
Mm-hmm.
I do have my next podcast will be, what the heck is today? Wednesday. Oh, Monday. It'll be Monday. Because y'all remember, I'm back on day shift again. Blech. I just went back to day shift on Monday. So Friday will be my next podcast. Now, I have the things, and it's like the real places that are so beautiful that when you go there, they don't seem real. They just seem fake.
Okay.
I don't know what to title that. It's got to be something short and sweet. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's real places you think are fake. Like, how do you title that? Unreal places.
Unrealistically real.
What'd you say?
Unrealistically real.
Are they really real?
Yeah.
Or I think I'll go with unreal places because I just need something like 2 words, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Unreal places. Okay, that's what we'll do. So I've got that one done for the next for Friday. Again, I always say this and remind everybody, if you guys come up with an idea for a podcast title, please message me. Also, I'm getting everyone's addresses. If you have not gotten your address to me, please do so. I'm sending out my Christmas cards within like this month. It is this month now. We are officially in November. So yes, I'll be getting Christmas cards out soon. I just need everybody's addresses. Please send me your address. I don't think I put my email. I am typing in my email address. Hopefully that typed. Did it not? Oh, here it is. No, it did not. There's like a delay in my thing. Hold on, I'm getting my what the hell happened there? See, there's like a delay in my For those of you that don't have my phone number, or email or anything like that, I'm typing in my email address. I know it zoomed in. I don't know what I hit. Oh, I know what I hit. I think. No, shit. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. It's this one right here.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I accidentally hit that. I put my email address in the comments. If you guys could email me your addresses, please, so I can get some Christmas cards out to y'all. That would be fantastico. I've already got Breeze. I've got Uncle Junior's. Missy, need your address, please. I found the cutest little fucking piggy cards. I was like, oh, I've got to get them. They're so fucking cute. So, of course, you're going to get pigs from Cece.
Oh, I love it.
But anyway, next podcast will be Friday night. So thank you guys for joining. I will be remaining live on you can send it to me on Facebook. If you got me on Facebook, that's fine too. I am going to remain live on Clapper for just a little bit until I can get Holly in to snuggles with me and probably eat me a snack and take me some more sneezy medicine.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. Bree, I'll be talking to your ass tomorrow sometime.
Yes, ma'am. I'm around. All right, everyone have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Love y'all.